Kelvin, the defense has been up and down at times during the year, but against LAFC, you guys really put in a great shift and you executed the game plan perfectly. What did you see that you guys were able to do back there to hold them to just that one free kick goal?
I wouldn't say it's only LAFC. Maybe Dallas was the only game in the last few, maybe 5-6 games that we didn't look stable. But I mean, we lost Chad. We had a lot of injuries. Roman, Brad, I think Kim was the only guy who stayed fit the whole season. So we had to scramble a little bit. So sometimes it didn't look good, but we got enough experience to solve those things. And of course, LAFC was a big game because everybody expected them to score goals and create a lot of chances. But as I said, we have a lot of experience and showed that game.
Looking ahead to MLS Cup, what does it mean to you guys to be hosting it here and having it in front of the fans as opposed to the last 2 times the team has been there and you've been the visiting team?
Yeah, it's always better to play at home. You want to give your home fans something for supporting you the whole season, and we work for it as a team. You try to get as many points as you can, and of course we needed some luck. But this is what you play for the whole season. We didn't want a supporter shield or something, and I think this is already a big thing for the city, for the team, for the whole club. So it's an amazing feeling, and I think. The sales of the tickets and how fast it went shows a lot how much it meant to us and to the people.
An unconventional way to get the last home game here at home, but how do you reward the fans and yourself for such a opportunistic chance to host the final here?
There's only one way. We're gonna try to win the final. That's the only way you can have an amazing feeling for what you've achieved. This whole season, you wanna finish the season on a positive note, and this is the only way we can do so. There's gonna be more than 100% fight of the team, and I think that's the only way you can go about it.
Kelvin, the Sounders in Toronto have been 2 of the better teams in MLS this decade, and now you get to kind of settle the one-on-one thing personally. Yeah. I mean, do players talk about this at all? Is there any extra incentive to try to show that, hey, you guys might be the best team of the decade?
No, I didn't hear a lot of it in the locker room. I think maybe it's more something that's going around in the media if you follow it. But I haven't heard anybody speak about it. So for me, I lost 2017. Obviously, we have some guys who won in 2016. And for me, it's I think my 5th final. And I've only won 1. So it's for me important to win.
Looking forward to Toronto, they've played some different formations, throw some different looks. Does that make it complicated to prepare for them in the final?
No, because I think they will think the same way about us. I think it's more important. You see it most in finals. It's all about fighting and fighting for every meter on the pitch. I think that's going to be the most important thing. Of course, tactics will do something, but in the end, it's about how much do you want it.
I think that's on the back of that is how different is the challenge of preparing to face a Toronto team with Josie out the door, one without him? Are you preparing for sort of both scenarios?
You have it in the back of your head, but I mean, they have a lot of difference makers in their team. You have Pozzuelo, for example. They have a lot of guys who can make a difference. So you can't focus on only one guy. It's a team. They did it as a team like we did, and you need to account for everybody.
Kelvin, just kind of a different note, a little bit of a fun question for you. Every time Nuhu comes into a game, we see some entertaining stuff happen from time to time. LA, we saw him kick the beer can after the game and do the slide into the trophy. Curious what your favorite kind of Nuhu story is.
Let me think. I think the most favorite are the things that everybody is knocking about him in the locker room is that he didn't score yet in all these years in playing for the Sounders. So he had 2 opportunities, one that Brett shoot himself and the one he missed in the end. So I think that's the thing we knock him about the most because he's so eager to score a goal. Yeah. He wants it so much. And yeah, he always laughs when we make fun of him because maybe he's the only defender who didn't score for us.
So were you guys razzing him a little bit after that game with
Yeah.
those chances he had? Was he talking to Brad about that pass that he didn't make?
Yeah, he said something about Brad, but I told him like I watched the game back and he still didn't score. So he laughed about it, but I hope he makes his goal. Maybe it comes this Sunday. So he's a good guy to have in the locker room.